Okay guys, so welcome back to my channel. This is the long-awaited formal dining room tour. I'm going to first start by giving you a pan around the entire room. I just really love it. We haven't hosted any formal dinner parties, and we usually don't use this room that often, but we do plan to in the future, and it was important to me for the room to be magnificent, and I think that it is. So I'm going to pan around the room first, and then I'm going to go into an in-depth tour of where I got everything. Okay, so here we are. And if you hear any noise, that's my husband outside cutting the grass. I apologize. And so this is the view from standing in my formal living room, which I haven't toured yet because it is junky right now because I hosted a baby shower and I have all of the decor still in here. So once I clear that out, I will record that video for you guys as well. But for now, we're doing the dining room. So I am going to start with the most obvious two changes in this room. If you watch my most recent video, I showed you the wall stenciling that I did. And as you can see, it is a shimmer silver metallic over my regular gray classic silver paint by Behr, which you can get from Home Depot or wherever Behr paint is sold. I did a satin finish with the Behr paint, and then I did just the metallic silver craft paint from Michaels on top of that. And so it did take me a while because you have to really have patience for this, but I only did it for about an hour at a time because I didn't want to overwhelm myself, and I did do it by myself. So that is the number one most noticeable change in this room, that I did the wall stenciling. I priced the price of wallpaper and the price was just ridiculous. So I brought a $50 stencil and a $10 can of craft paint, you know, and I already had the foam roller, and I went to work. And although it took me a while, I think it was well worth it because it definitely gives the dramatic wow factor to the room. The second noticeable change was in that previous video, the wainscoting boxes that you see there on the wall, they used to be painted, the inside of them, they used to be painted the classic silver gray that's on the wall. And I didn't like it. It was too busy in here once I put all the furniture. So my husband and I just rolled up our sleeves one evening and painted the insides back white. So that's the second noticeable change that we did, and that took no time. I think we did that in the day or a night. We just did 2 coats over it just to turn everything on the bottom half of the wall back white, and it looked more formal that way. So the wall picture here, it is mosaic. I'll come closer so you guys can see it, but it is mosaic. This piece came from Pure One Imports, and it's originally $200. I know you can still get it, still available. I got it on sale for about $160, but I really like it. It's definitely a conversation piece, and it adds to the glam factor of the room. And I'll link everything down below in the description box below. And then the curtains, I actually ordered these curtains from jcpenney.com. They have it online where you can order a lot of different swatches, material swatches. So I ordered 6 or 7 of them. I was actually trying to match it with these blue chairs, and this was the closest blue that they had. And then I realized I'm not going to find an exact match to every, you know, to the shade of blue. So I incorporated different shades of blue throughout this room, and I think it really ties together. So those were from JCPenney's. They were very inexpensive, and if I can find them, I will link those below. I wanted my curtain rod to match the bling of the room, so as you can see, it does. And I believe I picked these up from Home Goods, or this one up from Home Goods. I have the same one in my formal living room, which opens to this room, but I believe they were $14.99. And then moving along, this vase right here, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it. I haven't put anything in it. I think I'm going to put those long like stick branches in it and maybe spray paint them white and put them in here. But this is another shade of blue that I was talking about that I really liked. I got this from Home Home Goods, and it was on clearance, I believe for about $18. I may move it to that corner over there, but I'm not really sure. So comment down below and let me know what you think. This over here came from Z Gallery. I believe it was originally $79 or $80, but I went when they were having a 20% off sale. And then the glitter white feathers came from West Elm, and they were on clearance for I believe $5 each. And each feather, that's only 3 bundles. Each bundle has about 3 or 4 feathers on it. So for now, I like that. My original idea was to use the feathers as a centerpiece on my table, but because of my lighting fixture, the feathers were too tall, and you'll see why in a minute. But yes, the feathers came from West Elm, and this floor vase came from Z Gallery. Moving on to the rug. I love this rug. I first saw it on I believe her name is Modish Glam on Instagram. She has a YouTube channel too. I saw this rug in her dining room, and I asked her where she got it from. She said Overstock, and I really loved it. So I waited for it to go on sale. I wasn't sure about the size, but the size actually was perfect. I'll link it below. Can't remember what size this is. I think it might be like a 7 by 9 or 7.5 by 9.5 or so. But I got it on sale at Overstock, and it wasn't too bad either. I want to say I paid like $129 for it or $140 or something, but it was on a big sale when I ordered it. But I'll link that down below. And I think it ties in the grays and the whites and the silvers really nicely. So yes, that came from Overstock. Moving on to the table. I love this table, and I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll try to move a chair. It's kind of hard for me to do this because I'm holding it myself. But the base of this table is beautiful, and when I saw it online, I fell in love with it. This is a Z Gallery table, and I believe it was called the Townsend table, but they've since discontinued it. This table was $1,800. It comes with another huge leaf in the center because you can sit up to 10 people at this table. But of course, I did not pay $18 for this table. I got it from someone off of Craigslist who had purchased it, I want to say 1.5 years prior, and decided that they wanted to redecorate their entire condo in DC. So he not only sold me the table, but he sold me all 6 of these chairs in this blue color. And originally I wasn't going to accent this room with blue, but it was too much of a good deal to throw these chairs away or to resell them, because I really did like the chairs. They have the silver nail head trim, and I believe these chairs are from Wayfair.com. I'm not sure, but I know they're not from Z Gallery. They're from Wayfair, I think. And usually, if you know anything about nail head trim chairs, or even chairs that are tufted, they usually can run you a couple $100s each. So the $1,800 table plus the 6 chairs he sold to me for $600. All I had to do was rent a truck and come pick it up. So I gladly did that. So this was a huge steal, and this deal was what sparked the dining room makeover, because originally I wasn't planning to do the dining room. I was planning to do the kitchen first, but we were still saving for the kitchen, and then this deal came up, and it was too good to believe, and too good to not take him up on his offer. So I got the table and chairs for $600. I have set the table to my liking right now. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to do the seasonal tablescapes or not, because I really just like the classic clean look. I may do a little bit for Christmas, but probably not in the traditional colors, probably just silver and gold. But for right now, I really like this tablescape in the way that it's set up. So I'm going to leave it like this for a while, and I'll do a close-up. I know that the glasses are just plain. I'm waiting to see which glasses I really want, and I think I know the ones that I want from Pier 1, but I'm not willing to pay full price for them, so I'm waiting for a sale. But I will give you a tour of the place setting. So the silverware, I believe it came from Macy's. It was a wedding gift 4 years ago now, and I saved it because it was just too pretty and too good quality to just eat off for every day. So I finally opened it up when we moved in this house, and when I redid this room, I decided to set my table with it. The first chargers here. They sell these at Z Gallery. I believe they come in square and round, but they're much more expensive there. I got these from Marshall's, and they came in a pack of 4. They were like the Halloween collection. If you watch one of my haul videos, you'll see them in there, but I believe they were $7.99 for 4. So of course I bought 2 packs because I originally wanted to set the table for 8, but because he only had 6 chairs, this was fine, and I would have had to put the extra leaf in here, and my dining room's not that big, so 6 is the magic number. So I got 2 packs of those. They were $7.99. These chargers here are the Spruzo chargers from Z Gallery, and if you watch another haul that I did where I hauled these chargers, you'll know that one of Z Gallery around my area was closing. So I got all of these for, I believe, 50% off. They were $16, I think, each. So I got 3 of them for $8, and then I had to go to another Z Gallery that wasn't closing, and I bought the remaining 3 at the full price, $16. But it was still a deal because I didn't have to pay $16 for each. These dishes I've hauled as well. These came from Home Goods, and as well as the bowls, they match. And I just have the regular plate and the salad plate on top. And then these, I believe these are salad plates as well. These came from Home Goods. They were on clearance for, I think, $3 each. They kind of matched the Spruzo charger, but they were just the silver. So I decided to just get those and put them on the place setting to add a little dimension. And then the napkins were really pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but they have like a shimmer to them. So I got those from Marshall's or TJ Maxx, I believe. They weren't that expensive. I had to get 2 packs because they came 4 in a pack. And then the monogram napkin rings came from the Christmas Tree Shop store, and those I think were $7 each for a pack of 4. So of course I had to get 2 packs of those. These are the mugs that actually match the dishware that I got from Home Goods, and I got the entire set. And then these are just a pack of the 12 party pack of wine glasses, and I do use these from time to time when I host events, but again, they're not fancy enough for this tablescape. I just am using them right now as a placeholder until I actually invest in the wine glasses that I really want. Okay, so for my centerpiece on the table, I just have 3 vases with clean white roses, and I don't know what flowers these are. These are a little bigger in them. These vases came from Z Gallery, and I believe the smaller ones are still available. I got the smaller ones. I have another one in my formal living room as well on the coffee table. I got them when they were, I believe they were on sale for like $9.99. So I got 3 of the small ones and put 1 in the living room. And then the large one I got when it was 20% off or either on clearance or something. I know I paid $20 for it. And then I just went to Michael's and got some white roses and cut down the stems. And, you know, that was clean enough for me and classic enough for me, which is definitely my style. Now the light fixture, which needs to desperately be cleaned. This light fixture is sold by CB2, and that's a subsidiary store of Crate & Barrel, I believe. I fell in love with the light fixture. I thought it was very modern. You can adjust the length of each bulb, and so I just decided on this design. But this light fixture is called the Firefly 2 pendant light fixture. They do sell another one that is only, I believe, 4 light pendants in one, and the base is not the stainless steel. I think the base is white. No, the base is black. And it's not as expensive. Of course, this one is, I think, $300 online, new, because there's so many lights in this one. The smaller one, I believe, maybe $150. Don't quote me on that, but I'll link both of them below. But of course, we found this new in box from Craigslist, and she sold it to us for $200. So we got an $100 discount on it. It was brand new in the box, you know, never been opened. She was also remodeling an investment home and then found another light fixture that she liked, but she had this one too long to return it. So we gladly brought that from her, from CB2. But again, I'll link it down below. The only problem with this is those bulbs, and I read this on the reviews, but I still had to have it. The bulbs do get cloudy and need to be cleaned more often than I would like. But again, we don't use this room that often, so I don't clean them that often, as you can see. But it is time for a cleaning, and we have had this light fixture up probably for about 6.5 months, so it's due for a cleaning. It doesn't look horrible, but if you look up close on it, you can see a little bit of the fogginess or the haze that needs to be cleaned off, and I plan to just use hot water and maybe a little bit of vinegar. We did opt for the daylight LED bulbs in here because I am replacing all the lighting in my house, and I think it just adds more of a modern touch to the room. So moving over here, the final part of the tour, these wall sconces are from Z Gallery, but they are discontinued. I got one off a display from a store near me, and I believe they sold them to me for $40, but they were originally, I want to say 100 and I don't know, like 130 or so. So a $40, you know, deal was too good to leave in the store. The problem is they only had one, so they had to contact another store in, I think, Chicago, and have them send me that one. But again, it was $40. And I think I did have to pay for the shipping, but it was well worth it to get this quality, and they're really nice. I just put the pillar candles from, I believe I bought these from Pier 1 because they had the size that I needed. They were just really large, but these are actually real candles. They're not LED. And so, yes, those are no longer available, so I know I can't link them, but I will link a comparable, maybe, wall sconce from Z Gallery down below. The mirror came from Home Goods. This is not the original mirror that I had in here. The original mirror I had was a mirror, you know, the rectangle mirror in the center, but on the sides all the way around the trim, it was mirrored rings or mirrored circles. Hence why I wanted the chargers, because, hence why I wanted the wall sconces, because they were round as well, and I thought it tied in well. But unfortunately the mirror was defective, and once we hung it, it just kept developing cracks in it, so it wasn't safe. So my husband took it down, and I found this one at Home Goods. I'm still not sold on it because it's a little bit smaller. The dimensions are a little bit smaller than the previous mirror, but the price was the same, so I assumed the dimensions were the same, and when we got it home and hung it up, it was a little smaller. So let me know what you think down in the comments below about this. I'm still on the fence about it, but for right now, it'll do. The candlesticks I got from Ross. I believe they were $10.99 and $11.99, or $10.99 and $9.99. The LED candles, and they are LED, and they're like metallic silver with a design etched in them. I thought they were really pretty. I got those from Home Goods. I don't remember how much they were, but I know they were sold individually. I think they were $10 each. And then this pineapple here, it's just the metallic silver pineapple. I don't know where I got this from. Let's see. I usually leave the price. I got it from TJ Maxx for $12.99, and I just really like pineapples for decor. I think that, you know, they're modern, they're really nice. This bowl, or decorative, I think it's a decorative bowl, it's not a plate, came from Marshall's, and I think it was $16.99. And I do not like the stand that Marshall's had, that they gave me, but I did purchase a acrylic stand from Michael's, and the bowl was too heavy for it. It kept falling, so I went back to the stand from Michael's. But again, I think that bowl was $16.99. This cloche was in one of my previous home decor hauls. I got it on clearance. It had a wood base as well that had string LED lights strewn through it, but I just took the base off, and I just wanted to use the cloche. And I believe I got the cloche for I think it was $15 or so. Definitely a steal, because these cloches go for way more expensive. I had been eyeing one on Z Gallery's website, and it was so expensive, the jewels cloche, which I still love, but I just can't bring myself to pay that much money. The decorative balls came from Pier 1. I believe they were $4 or $5 each. Again, if I can find stuff, I'll link it below. If not, then I would just link comparable items. And then this vase over here, I believe was just a candlestick that was damaged in Home Goods, and I think I paid like $8 for it. I think the part that held the candle was broken off, and it was just hollow on the inside. So I stuck some Dollar Tree roses in it and made it a base. The silver, I just really like it. And then finally, this buffet. This buffet is sold at a lot of places. I know Bob's Discount Furniture sells it for, I'm not sure how much they sell it for, but they sell the same one. A couple other places sell it. Z Gallery has one that's very similar to this, but I got mine from a website called elegantlighting.com, I believe, and I paid $400 for it, plus shipping, of course, but the shipping was worth it because it was well packaged, came on time, and they brought it to my front door. And inside, I just have a lot of my entertaining pieces, a lot of cake stands and serveware, my white dish collection, most of it is in here. If you want to see a tour of the buffet, then thumbs up this video and let me know down below. I am running out of space. It does not hold a lot, so I've already filled this up, and I'm still filling up plastic bins of stuff because I keep buying stuff. But I am thinking about turning one of my spare bedroom closets into an entertaining closet, so stay tuned for that video. I'm still on the fence about it, whether I should just put shelving in my unfinished basement or transform one of the closets, but I need to do something because I'm running out of room. This is already full. So here is another pan around of the room. I really, really love it. We get compliments on it all the time. And be sure to let me know your thoughts, what you think about it, what I should put in those corners over there, if I should put anything. Some people just like it simple. And I do have 2 dogs, so that's why you see the gate there. I don't let them come into these 2 rooms, but when we do have company or we host things, I take the gates down because obviously the dogs are not just roaming around the house, but I prefer for them not to enter these 2 rooms on this side of the house. But here is my dining room, and I really, really hope that you guys like it. Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It'll really help me out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.